Hey y'all, it's Heather, and I have the newest release from BellaBeauteBar. Look at this. This is the Ocean Jewel Palette, and she is the star of the show today. We are going to be doing swatches, comparisons, look, like we are going to talk about it. I'm going to give you my thoughts on this palette. I'm so excited. This is screaming summer, tropical beach vacay vibes to me. The Ocean Jewel palette from BellaBeauteBar is releasing Thursday, May 29th at 12 p.m. Eastern. I'm just so loving this color story. I'm loving that we have jewel tones, neons. There's even some neutral in here, so you can create a neutral look if you want to. There are plenty of shifts in these shadows. I love these mix of tones. It really just made me so happy to see. And BellaBeauteBar is a brand that I know, love, and trust. I do have an affiliated code with BellaBeauteBar. If you're ever shopping the site, you can use code Heather. You definitely don't have to, but I always like to let you know because I am always looking for a discount code when I go shopping. I do want to show you live swatches. I know you've seen all the shadows swatched out, but I do want to talk about each shade individually and then get into comparisons. I cannot get over the artwork on this. I know I say that I'm like a raccoon. I am. I really am. If it's sparkly, shiny, I'm tempted and I want to grab it. I just want a live swatch so we can kind of talk about the formulas. This is Heart of the Ocean. I know you already saw swatches of the palette all together, but I want to do these individually, and then I want to make sure I really show you the shifts in these shimmers because there are some beautiful, beautiful shifts here. This shadow feels like a normal shimmer shadow to the touch. It doesn't feel chunky. It doesn't feel like squishy or anything like that. It's a very smooth shadow. So you can see like no chunky glitter particles, nothing like that. I'm gonna go into Submerged and I will put that there. I mean, that is a really beautiful navy swatch. Like, that's pretty and smooth. Yeah, that's really beautiful. Let's do Jellyfish. This is one of those like matte with shimmer shades. I mean, look at that. Look at that. How pretty is that? These matte with the little sparkle to them are shadows that blend really, really easily. And usually you can just kind of blend that shimmer away if you want to, or you can pack to keep it there. Let's go to Shipwreck. I've already used this shade on my eyes, so I know this is a good shadow. I'm going to swatch it just right here on my hand, kind of smooth that out and around. I mean, that's a pretty color story just right there, yeah? Like, that's so pretty. Oh, you see that blue to purple? I do. If not, I'll show it to you soon. Moving on to our other row, we'll swatch this beautiful purple right there. I mean, that's so pretty, right? We'll do this shade next. This is Colorful Moon. I mean, that one's beautiful. So this one, still very smooth. Not quite as smooth as this, but you can see how much more shimmer this has. This one doesn't really have shimmer. It's more of like a metallic duochrome, whereas this one has like the shimmer to it, but it's still a very smooth shadow. We'll do this shade next. I'll put that kind of right there. This one also feels smooth, not a metallic type shade, but very smooth, just like this one. I'll pick up Shark's Eye next, and I'll put that there. So beautiful. I'm just kind of showing you everything. So Shark's Eye has some sparkle to it, whereas this one does not. It's deeper, like it has a deeper base to it than our shade right over here. And then we have one shade left on this row, and I just realized I have sparkle on my finger and there's like green. There we go. I'm like, the pan's a little dirty. Let me come like right over here and we'll swatch that. Like, hello, pigment. BellaBeauteBar has a beautiful matte formula. If you've never used it before, very, very, very easy to work with. Next, we'll swatch our third row. All right, we'll go in and I'll kind of swatch that right there. Look at how beautiful that is. Like, that is beautiful. Now this one is not really a squishy shadow, but it does have a little bit of flakiness to it that I think is really beautiful. I really like when palettes have different formulas, different textures. So that's stunning. I'm gonna go into Fleur de Mar, our matte shade, and we'll kind of put that there. Definitely like a muted, kind of like dirty lilac-y color, but you put that on a white base and it will pop a lot. Next, we'll do Sunken Treasure. Look at that. Like, that is a beautiful, beautiful turquoise. Like, I have some turquoise earrings that are this color and they're beautiful. Let's do the shimmer shade right here. This one does have a little bit of squishiness to it. It's not like super squishy, like not super emollient, oily, nothing like that though, if you know those types of shadows. But it does have a little bit of squish. And look at that. That's so pretty. It's so pretty. Let's do Mother of Pearl. And I'll put that there. I mean, hello. Isn't that so gorgeous? It's so gorgeous. We'll do this bottom row, and that will be the last of these shadows. I have Starfish. I will put Starfish right there. Oops, I got some shimmer mixed in. I guess I didn't have all the shimmer off my fingers, but there is Starfish, a beautiful like blue-purple blurple color. Next we have Oyster. Maybe I can put that here. Do you see all of that beautiful sparkle? Like, that's so beautiful. I have the shade Sea Glass. I didn't swatch that very well with my pinky, did I? I could feel I only had it on one side of my finger, but that is a gorgeous shade. Let's see. I feel like my fingers are... So I'm trying to get the sparkle off, but we'll go in with Luminescence. And I'll swatch that there. Beautiful neon. And then Sundial. Let me kind of twist my arm and I'll put that there. That's a beautiful, beautiful neon yellow. So there are the live swatches. I just kind of wanted to talk through the shades and the formulas, textures as we swatched together. Now I just want to show you like the non-matte shades. I want to show you the shift. I want to show you the shine. I want to make sure you can really see everything and the sparkle of these shadows because I think they are really, really pretty. And of course, I do want to compare these to some other palettes that I have from BellaBeauteBar, just in case you were maybe thinking about picking up this palette, curious how this compared with some other shades. I want to be as helpful as I can be. Earlier this year, BellaBeauteBar launched Realm of Fairies. This is a collab palette with Sassy Fairy. Here these are next to one another. You can see these color stories would play really well together. This navy, you can see these shades are not the same. I could swatch this one. This shade right here from the Sassy Fairy palette actually looks like a good mixture. Like it would fall right in between these two shades. So I can kind of swatch that. There you go. You can see the shade looks somewhat similar to this one, but they're not the same. This one does have a little bit of a different undertone. We don't have a bright blue shimmer like this, but I will swatch that for you right there. You can see this one's definitely more of like a royal intense blue, whereas this one definitely has more like purpliness to it. So yeah, let me show you the next palette. This is the Ultraviolet palette. This was launched early last year, and this is a collab with Deandra Nicole. So this is a true monochromatic purple palette. These purples, you can see, a lot of these lean more towards the pinky side. So looking at these, I thought, you know, there's no deep purple in this palette. I mean, we really only have these three, and you can see these are more like blue-based purples, where we don't have anything super repetitive or anything in the mattes over here. So looking at the shimmers, true purples, more like a grape shade. I think it's helpful to see these side by side, at least for me it is, but I don't see anything that I'm like, oh my gosh, they're the same. I was trying to look and see if there was something maybe over here. Like maybe I can just do a couple of swatches, like just for fun. Here's one of the shimmers from Deandra Nicole's, and here is another. Really pretty, and I do have a full video on this palette. I'm gonna link in the cards if I have videos on the palettes that I'm showing you. most likely do. No, I do. Like, I review all of BellaBeauteBar's palettes. Last but not least, we'll look at Basic Witch. I thought because of these purples, maybe it would be helpful, but they're really not the same tone. The green is not the same tone. The brown is not the same tone. This is definitely more of a gray color. I can swatch maybe this shade right here would be helpful. Definitely not similar to anything over here in our Ocean palette. So I hope that was helpful to see the comparisons. I enjoy doing this. Y'all seem to really enjoy me doing it too. So definitely let me know if you want to keep on with the comparisons. But I do have two looks that I want to share with you. Two very different looks using this new palette. I want to do kind of an easy, effortless look. So I'm going to prime my eyes with my eyeshadow primer. I always use an eyeshadow base no matter what when I'm doing an eyeshadow. Even if it's just one eyeshadow, I'm doing an eyeshadow base. And I kind of want to mix today with like shades. I want to mix shades. So I'm going to go in with Tortoise right here, right? Tortoise. I'm like, let me turn it so I can actually see this shade. And I want to mix it with a little bit of Luminescence, okay? Because I want to kind of like lighten this shade up, but not with this shade. Like I want to just use this shade and kind of make like a custom color. I dipped once in that neon lime green, and then I dipped into the deeper brown, and then I dipped one more time back into the neon. And this is the shade that it's giving me. Kind of this like, I don't know, just like dirty with a hint of green, kind of like mid-tone shade. Almost like a gray green. I just want something a little mid-tone all through my socket like this. Gonna buff that back and forth. Just creating a custom color, why not? We're here to have fun. I'm taking a dark green liner and I'm gonna put that in my waterline. This is from Lisa Eldridge. I will make sure and tag it, but just a little bit of dark green. Smudge it just a little bit. I want to use this beautiful shade right here called Mother of Pearl. Do we see that beautiful shadow? Like, it's so pretty. Like, why is it so pretty? Why? Oh, it's so beautiful. I picked the shadow up on my brush and then I sprayed my brush with a little setting spray and then I applied it. And it just helps minimize fallout. Like that's a beautiful shade. It has so much sparkle and it makes me happy. I want to dip into Sea Glass with this smaller brush and I just want to use a tiny bit and kind of soften up that green liner. I'm just going to smudge it around where we put on our lower lash line. So I'm just going to run it back and forth like this, but I don't want to bring it super low. I want it to stay right in here like that. I think that's looking cute, but I do want to highlight the inner corner. So we are going to jump. What shade? I think this would be really pretty and easy. Just kind of wrap that around the inner corner. But I also want to add some more. So let's go into Owlbone. Let's go in it. Let's just do it. Okay, why not? Why not just go there? I'm taking a tiny bit on my brush and I'm just gonna more kind of like press it on because I don't want it to be like the star of the look. You know, I want to keep that to the lid, but I want it to be like a little something. And then to finish up, I'm just gonna throw on some mascara. And here is the finished look. Once the mascara is on, the lashes are curled. I even added some highlighter. I used my Oracle Chrome highlighter palette, my favorite from the brand. I wanna do a light, fun, fresh, easy look for this first look so that you could see kind of the versatility of the palette. Because I know when you look at it, your eyes immediately go to like neon, jewel tones, sparkle shades, like at least mine do. It goes to like the intensity. So of course we're gonna have a very colorful, intense look, but I also wanted to show you something lighter so that you can see this palette is versatile. It's not a one-note palette by any means. I just love the way these shades are playing together. I think they're so I keep saying easy and effortless, but that's just the vibes I'm feeling, you know, like ponytail, t-shirt. I do want to get into the next look though that's going to be more bold. I am super excited to be creating this look. We're going to go in first with this purpley shade right here, Fleur de Mar. I'm going to pick this up on my brush. This is like a fluffy brush that's also kind of tapered, and I'm going to make sure I have like all of the brush covered, like all of the sides. Make sure my eye primer didn't get any creases in it. And I'm going to press the shadow on first. This is a bright, vibrant shade. So using a white eyeshadow primer is what's gonna make it look like most true to pan with these kind of bright shades. But I'm using a primer that you can see is definitely lighter than my skin tone, but it's not super bright. So I'm gonna start by pressing that, so I can get that pigment onto my eye, and then we'll go in and blend and buff. But I don't want to go in and just blend right away with this, because I want to make sure I get that like intensity. That's what I want for this look. That is a really pretty purple. Now I want to take a brush from my favorite set, and I want to go in with the shade Shipwrecked. I need this shade on my eyes. I need it on my eyes. When I opened the palette, first, of course, I went to the sparkly shades, but then I was like, neons, deep jewel tones, like, I'm needing to use these. So I'm gonna look down into my mirror, and I'm gonna press this like that. So I'm going to my lash line, and then I'm gonna kind of V my shadow out a little bit, like kind of wing it a little bit. Okay, I'm gonna press first, pull it out like that, and then I'm gonna lightly blend. I'm gonna bring it in further to my lid so that I can have this matte shade on like the outer part, and then I'm gonna bring it in like this too, kind of just like shading it in so that it's not just a line like this. I'm not worried about blending too much in here. I'm more so just making sure that I have the pigment how I want it. I'm taking it right under this part of my lower lash line, just in this outer corner. Now I'm grabbing another brush from my favorite set, and I'm just going to soften this up. I don't want to blend it out too much because I want the color to be distinctly there. I want the shape to be distinctly there, but I'm just going to soften the edges. I want to jump over right here to the shade Submerged, and I'm going to pick this up on this flat definer brush. I try to link all the brushes that I use in the description box and in YouTube shopping, but I'm just going to smudge this right down here on my lower lash line. I'm going to kind of start by pressing and then slowly kind of dragging it out like that. That's really pigmented, really nice to work with. Navy blues can be tricky. Like, blues in general, they need to be a good formula, in my opinion, or else they can look patchy or just weird. And this one is not doing that. It's looking great. It's looking so pretty, so pigmented, so smooth. I recently got this Laura Mercier Caviar eyeliner pencil in the shade Blue Marine, and I thought this would be perfect for our waterline. So I'm not gonna talk through this because I will mess it up. So you're gonna see me apply it, and I want to use this color. I think it's gonna be beautiful. I'm having a hard time deciding on the shimmer. I keep going back and forth, and then I decide, and then I'm like, no, this one. But I think, okay, we're gonna do this one. We're gonna do Shark's Eye. Like, I know you saw the swatches, but like, it's just so pretty. That's what I want to do. I want to do Shark's Eye. I want to do them all, but we're gonna go with Shark's Eye because I don't have enough space for them all. This is a pretty shade. Like, that is so pretty. I'm just kind of like pressing it on with my Singe brush. I picked this one because it has a, let me see, can you see? It has like a tapered like point to it. So I can really kind of like make sure that I'm getting right in here without covering up where I'm matte in the outer corner. That's why I went with this brush, and it's an amazing brush. Did you think I was not gonna use a neon? Did you think I was not gonna use a neon? Okay, I know you knew that we were gonna use this neon yellow down here called Sundial. I'm gonna pick this up. I'm using this little brush from Singe, and I'm not putting down a white base. I'm just going to press. I'm gonna press and press where I want this on my inner corner. I'm not gonna leave it this little dot. I'm kind of like wrapping it just a bit like that. And then I'm going to lightly fade it in. That, of course, is going to sheer it just a little bit when I blend like that. So I'm gonna go back into the pan and press again. Here we go. Oh, I love it. I love it. I love that. We could stop here. But why when we can do more? More is more, right? I'm gonna grab a brush from my favorite set, and I am going in with, I'm telling y'all, I keep changing my mind. But I think we gotta go like this one. Also, like, did you notice this is a massive mirror? I appreciate that. It's that little bit of like, oh, what is that? As I go about my day. Like, do you see how, oh, there you go. There's the angle, there's the angle. And as like I'm interacting and I'm like moving about my day and I'm seeing myself, and it's gonna be there. It's gonna be there. It's gonna be cute. Okay, and that is going to finish my look for me. I'm gonna do liner, and I don't need a lash, but I kind of want a lash today, and I think this look deserves a lash. And here is our finished look. I just threw on some half lashes that I got from Amazon, a little eyeliner up top, lip gloss, and we are good. I am loving this look. I am using my favorite highlighter palette ever from BellaBeauteBar, the Oracle Chrome Highlighter Palette. I just mixed a few shades for my glow, but I am loving this palette. BellaBeauteBar always kills it. They really do. They are doing such great eyeshadow palettes. I have so many BellaBeauteBar videos here on my channel. Definitely check those out. The palettes that I did comparisons with, I have videos on those. I love this brand, and I think this is a beautiful launch. I really enjoyed all the formulas. I hope you enjoyed seeing the swatches, the comparisons, the look. Like, I just had so much fun creating this. I gasped when I saw this palette for the first time, and then I gasped when I had it in my hands and I took it. Like, this is beautiful. 10 out of 10. They did a great job. I'm super excited about this one. I think it's so fun and perfect for summer. I love the formulas. I love the mix of the textures. Just, you know, like, it's a win. It is a win. Don't forget, I will have the launch information, everything that you need to know about this down below in the description box. And I would love to know, are you checking this palette out? Are you planning to pick it up? Are you shopping your stash? Is it going on your wish list? Definitely let me know. And I'm gonna pop up some more videos here for you because I think you would really love to stick around if you love new makeup. I know I would love to chat with you down in the comments.